Hey, it's Johnny Jet, and this is my 39 travel questions. And today we have Ashley Colburn, who has traveled the world. She has multiple TV shows. Are the shows airing right now?
They are. They are always airing all around the world, and I hope they're airing a lot since people can't travel anywhere right now.
And what are they called?
Hiring them, I guess.
What are the shows called?
So I have Takeoff with Ashley Colburn, and that airs on Wealth TV, or it's now been rebranded to AWE. And then I have Wonders, and that airs, you might have seen it on Turkish Airlines, Delta, different networks all over the world, even cruise ships. But I think that has stopped on the cruise ships for now. And then I have I've been doing a few new things here at my home studio where I'm calling it Windows of the World, and I'm connecting with people all over the world and having them show me their view from their windows so we can virtually travel a little bit on this lockdown. But that's just on YouTube and on my Instagram.
And where can people find you?
At Ashley_Colburn. Usually I'm pretty active on my Instagram, especially during this quarantine and lockdown. And then Ashley Colburn Productions is my website. I also have Ashley Colburn Croatia because I'm Croatia's biggest fan and actually usually there living. I just came back to San Diego for this lockdown.
And what's your YouTube channel?
YouTube is Ashley Colburn Productions as well.
Okay. And this is Johnny Jet. Please subscribe to this channel and also like this video because I hear it helps in the algorithms. And actually, you probably know better than I would on that. So you grew up in San Diego?
Yes, born and raised in Fallbrook, California. So it's in San Diego County. And I have to say I'm very thankful for where I grew up. My parents are here now, and that's where I came back for this lockdown just because we have so much space to wander. So I don't really feel trapped during this time.
So do you normally live here or in Croatia?
So the past 4 years, I have been living in Croatia, basically being based there while still traveling the world. And I basically just fell in love with the country 10 years ago when I went there for the first time to film. And always thought that my projects there were done, but I kept discovering new regions and new foods and new parts of their culture that really intrigued me. And then my life kind of just felt like it was more there than here. And so 4 years ago, I bought a place, and that's been my base.
Wow. Well, I know you are like a Croatian expert because when my wife and I went several years ago, you told us to get this tour guide and you were spot on. So thank you for that. So, I mean, when you're going to go back to Croatia, what will it take you to get back on a plane?
Well, basically, I've been following what's happening over there on, a daily basis, and they have started to open. I left originally because there was just so much unknown, and I thought if I'm going to be on an actual lockdown, then maybe it's going to last for a while, then I can spend time with family and do the editing. So that's why I initially left. I hope that Croatia will still have some sort of a season. They're suspecting that a lot of Germans and Austrians and people will travel by car to Croatia. And I will then see kind of what the situation is in a few weeks since they are opening again. This weekend or last weekend was supposed to be, a pretty big weekend for tourists to kind of see what's going to happen. Maybe later this summer I'll go, but I think right now is because there's so much unknown. I'm just gonna see what happens to these places that are opening up and see if there's another wave and if I want to be there or still kind of hunker down here and to be creative in other ways.
And would you get on a plane here in the United States just to go travel around the U.S. or no?
I would. I'm not really that afraid to get on an airplane right now. I have heard that a lot of them, aren't very full. Of course, wearing the mask is the new normal. And I am very cautious during this time, even going to the store. And I have an older grandma, so we're, keeping our distance. And I'm following all the rules. But I feel like when you're a traveler, that adventure like spirit in you, kind of is like, well, it's another adventure and it's hard to stay home. I mean, we itch to go somewhere. So sure. We'll see. Maybe I think even in the US in the next few months, I'll definitely be on a plane, even if it's to go visit someone in Colorado or, a new place I haven't been. Or maybe a good time for a road trip.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my first trip. Will be a road trip.
Yeah,
Um, we'll see. So, by the way, did you go to college? I didn't even ask you these questions.
I did. I went to Colorado State. I was broadcast journalism and started in news, and then got hired at a TV station where I started the travel show. And since then, I haven't stopped.
Well, good for you. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing. So, do you have any idea how many miles you've flown or how many countries you've been to?
Miles, I have no idea. 60 countries.
Well,
And I filmed in probably 40, 45 of those. So the
wow.
other ones were, just I added them on to a trip that I was filming or maybe went before my career in television started.
And have you been to all 7 continents?
I haven't been to Antarctica, but I've been everywhere else.
Uh, I'm with you. What's your earliest travel memory?
Well, I would say I really got my itch when I was studying abroad in Spain. So that's kind of what did it for me. So that was in college. But my family, we have a lot of relatives in Germany and Switzerland. So when I was 15, we did do a big Europe vacation, had the Euro van, drove everywhere. And that was a good introduction. But I think I really appreciated travel and exploring new foods and that, and even the language. I really love languages. So learning Spanish and being in Spain was really, I think, kind of what started that need and want to see the world.
How about what's your favorite American city?
Oh, I love Miami. I mean, I'm from San Diego, so San Diego is
Right.
beautiful. But I've always loved Miami. I don't know. I just felt a little bit like I was in a different place, and like the culture and the music. And I still have the beach there, and the water's warm. I never go into the Pacific.
I'm with you on that. That's for sure. I love the warm waters of South Florida. How
Yeah.
about a favorite international city
Favorite international
besides
city?
Dubrovnik or Split?
I know I can't pick right, so no. I would say Barcelona is one of my favorites. I really like Barcelona.
Well, have you ever been mugged there?
I haven't, but I've heard of a lot of people that have, unfortunately.
I know that's
Oh
I
wait, I actually take that back. My cameraman got his laptop stolen there
wow, it's amazing. I
while
mean,
we were. It's horrible how many people. Yeah, and that was actually not a very good.
although I've been multiple times and I've never had a problem, knock on wood, but I'm
Yeah,
very conscious of it because I heard so much about it. So
yeah, it's a repeat story, definitely. Unfortunately.
yeah. How about where do you think the friendliest people in the world are?
Well, I would say, I mean, one
Besides
reason I
Croatia?
wanted, okay, I would say Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
How about the country with the meanest immigration officers?
Oh, England.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any
I've only had problems flying into London.
any place you have no desire to go to?
I would say, well, I don't want to go back to India.
No? Why is that?
Well, I've been twice, and I just feel like there's other places I would rather.
I got you. And
I
listen,
don't need to go back. Some you are like, okay, I could go back there for sure. I don't want to. I wasn't really the biggest fan the first time, and then the second time, I was like, I'll give it another shot, but it just wasn't for me.
okay. And did you just stay in the cities or did you go out into the country?
I also went out in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the cities of India, but I do love the
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
How about favorite U.S. airport?
Favorite US, I would say San Diego, because we have all of our local restaurants that are, if you weren't from here, you might not know those places, but and it's so easy, in and out, really quick.
I'd never flown into San Diego, only out of once. But
Uh-huh.
it's amazing when you're downtown San Diego and see the planes coming between the buildings. It's like
Yeah.
almost like
Yeah.
the old Kai-Tak in Hong Kong.
Yep.
How about international airport?
Well, I like Doha. That's a good one.
So many people are saying that.
Really?
Yeah. How about airport
And you
lounge?
can even pay in dollars there. It's just that little things are nice there. Favorite lounge, I would say, oh, I'm not like status like you are, Johnny.
Okay, well, listen.
To go into the lounges.
You know what?
I've been in Zurich many times.
Okay.
But I'm not.
So I guess you've never been into Qatar Airways in Doha, because that's always.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I didn't fly business.
Well, you know what? We're going to have to change that next time.
I hope so.
How about, do you have a favorite aircraft type? Are you an aviation geek at all, or no? You don't care?
No. Mm-mm. And I'm one of those where I very rarely will pay for the upgrade or anything like that, just because I think I could use that money for another flight somewhere. Yeah. And I'm a good sleeper on the plane. So I like a window. And if someone's not by me, that's a dream. But the flying, I think maybe it's because we were filming these TV shows and it was every 3 weeks I was on a plane for a while, that I just kind of got used to it. I don't mind it.
Well, good for you. And you're
watch
tall.
The movies, have some
you're tall.
have some red wine. Yeah, but I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
Good for you. Have you ever sat next to any famous celebrities? I'm going to say no, since you don't fly first class at all, you say.
Nope, I haven't.
How about, what do you drink when you're on the air or on the ground? What's your favorite drink?
Red wine.
Favorite restaurant in the world?
Ooh, it's called Nada's Place, and that's in Croatia. And I know that it really is my favorite, because it's not any Michelin star, but it's just good quality. Everything I've ever had there is my favorite. And it's in a town called Verbnik on the island of Kirk. And
what do you order?
Well, I love the seafood there. So mainly in Croatia, it's seafood. Pasta is just fresh from the Adriatic, and nothing better. Then with all the garlic and the wine and the sauce, and you dip the homemade bread. For me, this is a dream.
You're making me hungry.
Me too.
What's the craziest thing you've ever eaten?
A balut in the Philippines.
You did?
So yeah, I did it. I did it for the camera, only because the camera was rolling.
Oh, and will you ever do it again?
No, if I don't need to. But I also was offered the blood of a goat that was sacrificed for me in Kenya, but I denied that. I said, no, that's really okay.
By the way, do you want to tell people what a balut is? It's a
17. Yeah, it's like a 17-day-old. It has the feathers and the beak and everything, but it's like cooked over. Yeah, it's not appetizing. I have it in a show if someone wants to. Wonders of Asia. It's in the Philippines episode.
Okay. Well, by the way, can you stream them on Netflix or anything? Amazon?
Unfortunately, no, because of copyrights. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hope we fix that.
Yeah.
Favorite hotel?
I would say, it's in Chiang Mai, the Dara Devi. But I think it was actually recently rebranded. But
it was a Mandarin.
Amazing. Yeah, it was a Mandarin.
I've been there, and I agree. I forgot about it. That place is amazing.
It is amazing. I didn't want to leave.
Outside.
Yeah, the pool overlooking them, and yeah, it's great.
I'm with you. How about, do you use a certain credit card when you travel?
I have a Chase United one.
Okay.
Just for points. I mean, if I do have any kind of upgrades or something, it's sometimes with United, but that's my only travel one.
Gotcha. How about your favorite island?
I love the Seychelles. I went for the second time. I mean, that's country, but it's for me, the best beaches in the world are there. I mean, I haven't been to the Maldives, but I like Seychelles. I mean, what I've seen from pictures is they're just so lush, and I highly recommend that if someone's looking for paradise.
Well, that was my next question. What's your favorite beach? So is it in the Seychelles?
Yeah, definitely.
Favorite travel movie?
Oh, My Life in Ruins.
Okay.
I watch that on the regular. Have you seen it?
No.
It's with the girl from My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and she's a tour guide in Greece, and you have to watch it.
It's a movie or a TV show?
It's a movie.
Okay.
It's a movie. Yeah.
And how about, what's your favorite travel show besides your own?
Oh, Oh, well, I loved Parts Unknown, I would say. Yeah.
How
Just because
about,
I liked all of the unique places that they went.
yeah, me too. How about favorite travel book?
Travel book.
Do you read a lot or no?
Not so much. I
I don't
recently
either.
just read the Book of Joy, and it was with Archbishop Tutu and the Dalai Lama. They meet, and it's really nice. It's a really great book. I just finished that one during quarantine.
Well, right there, you read more than me. I'm only down to a few more questions. What's your worst
Okay.
travel moment?
Oh, Mexico, when I was trying to swim to an underground beach, or to a beach that was, you had to swim under this cave, and definitely the water level was high and we shouldn't have done it. Like the risk was, it was very risky to do. And they still said, go, go. And I remember they pushed me under, and someone grabbed me on the other side. And I said, you better bring a helicopter or something in here to take me out, because it was, when water is involved in choppy water and people panicking, this was a horrible experience. So I made someone just not let go of me when they swam me back.
Oh,
So that was
so
scary.
was it
That
one of
was
the
the worst.
cenotes? Like,
No, it was literally called Hidden Beach off of, I think, like near Tulum, and we took a boat ride out to it, but it was not safe to do.
okay. Note to self, I will not
Yeah,
be doing that.
don't go to the Hidden Beach.
What's your dream destination?
I haven't been to Israel, and I would like to go there.
What's your most embarrassing travel moment?
Probably not being able to pronounce words on camera. Like, I remember Topkapi Palace, and I probably still said that wrong, in Istanbul, and I just butchered it all the time. And then people went on Twitter when they watched the show, and they're like, this girl really cannot say this. So I've kind of learned my lesson to just, if I really can't say it, just don't put it on the screen.
Well, now you know how I feel when I'm speaking English. And it's my first language and only language.
Well, my English is getting worse now that the longer I'm sitting in Croatia, I come back here. The other day I was like saying something, and my mom goes, what are you saying? I'm losing the words.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I spent a month in Hong Kong, and I was like,
Oh.
I was definitely missing words when I was coming back.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing travel has taught you?
That we are all so similar at the end of the day.
And
people of all religions, races, everything.
Very true.
Yeah.
And my last question, what's your best travel tip?
My best travel tip would be to sometime in every place you go, without looking things up online, just walk into a random bar or restaurant and start talking to locals, because there's too many times where you look up, oh, this is the top place to go, and then it's full of tourists. And I always just feel like people are friendly all over the world. So this is the best way to just have those special moments and maybe learn something new about the place.
That's a great, unique tip. I mean, I haven't heard that one. So
you could even walk down to your hotel bar and just always like going a little bit outside of your comfort zone, because we all like have that, oh, I don't really know if I want to do that. But those have been some of the best moments that I've had, and met people that I'm still in touch with today. Right.
Well, Ashley, thank you so much for doing this. And one more time, where can people find you?
At Ashley_Colburn on Instagram, AshleyColburnProductions.com, AshleyColburnsCroatia.com, and on YouTube, Ashley Colburn Productions.
And I'm going to create a post about this, so we'll have all your short answers and your links. So people, please check out JohnnyJet.com. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and thank you guys for watching.